By winning pitcher Tyler Smith. A terrific game for Tyler. Ended up with 11 strikeouts here today. The last two batters were out by strikeout. The first five batters actually were out by strikeout as well. The first five outs were by strikeout. First of all, Tyler, congratulations. The most important thing I know to you is you guys making it into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, I mean, this was one of those games where we came in knowing that we absolutely had to win. And I think that kind of pushed us towards this victory. It was definitely the driving force.
Tyler, you seem like you guys all played with a sense of urgency. I know Latrobe did too, but was it one of the things where, I mean, you felt that, you guys had to win this game to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Did you kind of feel that urgency? Did you take it out on the mound with you? Because you were really popping the glove early on and really throughout the game.
Yeah, I know. It was one of those games where just in the locker room we were all pumped up, all antsy to play. I mean, if this game could have started at 2:30, we'd have played it at 2:30. You know what I mean? It was just one of those games where everybody's ready, everybody wants to play, everybody's out there, and we all gave 110%, and that's what matters.
I think through the first two innings, I think you worked ahead of every batter, like 0-2, and I'm not kidding about that. Talk about the way you're able to locate your pitches and really get ahead of hitters today.
My Coach DeSantis, has kind of been preaching towards me. Remember Tommy Maddox. Doesn't throw real hard, but he could hit a dime.
Greg Maddox, you mean?
Greg Maddox, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I was going to say, Tommy Maddox.
Yeah.
He could probably throw a little
he's
baseball.
Before my time. It's okay.
He threw pretty hard. Yeah, now you're making me feel old now. Come on, Tyler. Anyway, Greg Maddox,
but
hit the plate.
Just hitting your spot. Oh, jeez. that was really
good.
cool.
That was good.
Just being able to hit his spots, and he'll just slow up when he needs to. He can throw 92, 93, but he'll throw 88 if he needs to work his spots and to hit everything where it needs to be.
Is that what you do a lot? Because I know you throw the ball very hard, but how often do you kind of vary up your speeds and those type of things?
It kind of depends on the order. If we know that the top of the lineup's coming up, I'll try and work down a little bit and try and hit my spots a little more. But come the bottom of the order, just go out there, free throw. Clearly get strikes, but kind of throw a little harder if I want.
Offense was able to give you guys an early lead, early lead on the mound as well. That was Mark Merlino that did that to you, right? By the way, for those of you,
was Mark.
This interview will be up on our website on video, but for those of you that didn't just know what happened, Mark came over with a cup full of water and poured it down Tyler's back. Yeah. So it wasn't like the A.J. Burnett pie, but it was close enough.
Close enough. He's the one that climbed on the fence, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Monkey.
He did.
His arms are about 19 feet long.
Coming off of a torn ACL and all, and he still did it.
Yeah.
He had a very good game offensively.
Yeah,
you had a good game offensively as well. You helped yourself out. But talk about the way you guys have been able to hit the ball all year. I know a couple of tough losses, maybe some high-scoring games, but you guys were able to hit the ball well all year, and I'm sure that's going to hold well in the playoffs.
Yeah, we've kind of been able to turn it on and off throughout the games all year, and whether that's come back to haunt us a little bit, who's to say? You know what I mean? But certain games we just hit the crap of the ball, and other games we're just dead. But today, thank God, it was one of those games where we just came out and smoked the ball.
You guys are in the playoffs, and you have to feel that you're not a typical third-place team maybe in some other sections.
Right.
You have PT, Norwin, and Hempfield. All of you guys can beat each other. Yeah. All of you have beat each other. Talk about what the key for you guys will be in the playoffs with you leading the way on the mound.
Key is going to be with our key all year. We got to hit. We got to come out hard, come out fast, come out on top of the game. And if we can get out on top of our teams or our opponents, then I don't think there's anybody in the Whitby that can beat us. Speaking
of offense, I have to ask you about this too, Tyler. Talking with Tyler Smith here on the postgame show, The Winning Pitcher. You guys lost Ryan Morasti for the season, and you also lost now Shane Churma for the season, two of your better sticks. Talk about the way the guys are stepping up, and initially how difficult it was to lose those two guys.
Initially it was one of those things where we're trying to find who can hit from our younger guys. And Josh Linares stepped up huge in the past couple games.
Yes, he has.
Smoking the ball yesterday against Norwin. Or 2 days ago against Norwin. Yesterday he had 2 9-pitch at-bats, I think. So he's stepped up tremendously, helped our team out amazing. And, everybody that we've kind of pulled up has been able to catch stride and start. You know what I mean? Everybody that we've asked to play has played. And that's kind of the key. So.
You'll be heading to Canisius. When did you actually commit to Canisius? How long ago was this now? It was before
I've been talking to him for a while. I talked to him December of my junior year, I believe is what it was, and just kind of kept in touch with Coach Mike McRae up there. And as we progressed through the season, I ended up blowing out my arm. And a lot of the schools that were following me kind of died off a little bit just because elbow injury, pitcher, he could be done. But Coach McRae had faith, stayed with me, and ended up signing with him at the early signing day.
Well, congratulations. I mean, was there, you know, I'm sure you had your options. Why the decision for Canisius? I mean, why did you decide to go?
You know, they're one of the best business schools around, and that's what I want to go to college for is finance. So that was a huge driving force for me. But also, they made it to the College World Series last year.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like the Stony Brooks. They made it, small school, MAAC, but they made it. You know what I mean? They have, in the past 10 years, 9 guys have been drafted out of there. John Axford played there. And the coach, the team, everything about it is just their team is going up and up and up.
Yeah.
And there's no stop in sight from what I can see. So.
And you want to be a part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we wish you the best of luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
I'm curious, Tyler, I haven't seen any radar readings. How hard do you throw on average? I mean, what's your...
Typically, I'm around 88, 89.
Okay.
Today, I was sitting 90, 92.
Wow, so you felt that urgency, didn't you? You really reached back a couple of times.
Yeah.
You really did. I know you've had a lot of great performances, but would you say this was one of your best? Because this is one of the best we've seen, not only this year, but really since we've been broadcasting.
Yeah, you know, mound-wise, this was by far my best game that I think I've ever thrown. This, Norwin, and Connellsville were the best games that I've ever thrown. Norwin being last year, and Connellsville on senior night this year. But all-around game, probably number 2, but pitching-wise, definitely number 1.
Well, one final thing for you. Again, you know, you've made the playoffs every year in your career here at Penn-Trafford. How good does it feel to get there again and also know that you've been there now 4 straight times?
Yeah. You know, it was one of those things where coming into the season, we had extremely high expectations. Didn't meet all of them, but we knew we were going to be here. We kind of had that gut feeling at the beginning of the year that this was the year that we're going to try and go far. This is the year that we can go far. The talent that we have on this team is absolutely unbelievable. So,
certainly is. Thanks a lot. Very humble kid, Tyler Smith. He wasn't taking off his glove.
Heck
yet.
no.
Heck
I got
no.
the ball in here.
He's going to be wearing that. He's keeping that game ball. He's going to be wearing that tonight. Congratulations again, man. And good luck in the playoffs. We'll see who you get later this week.
Yeah, thank you.
Tyler Smith, Penn-Trafford starting pitcher and winning pitcher today.